Hello everybody, my name is Alex and welcome to Power Play. Today we're going to be talking about the Autoloading 8.35 factory rifle in the medic class for Battlefield 1. This weapon, it's definitely a very interesting weapon to choose from if you want to unlock it compared to some of the other DMRs. So it's really trying to figure out what kind of sets this one aside, or what makes this one different from all the other DMRs in the medic class, and why would you choose those over this one? There are quite a few reasons, and that's what we're going to talk about. But damage wise, this gun's kind of falling in the middle between all the other DMRs here. So the damage for this gun is only 45, which is not bad, just under 50. The accuracy is 48, which is actually quite a bit lower than some of the other ones as well. You're going to see that some of the other DMRs have the same accuracy, but it is still, decent, not horrible, but less than 50% is kind of, in my opinion. Hipfire is 32, which is actually pretty good compared to some of these other rifles, so not too bad there. And then we get to control is 42, and rate of fire is 360. That is one of the biggest upsides to this gun, is the fact that you can get off your 5 rounds. Yes, I said 5 rounds in a magazine for a DMR at close quarters. So the bad thing about this gun is it's so hard to try to figure it out. This is a very weird gun if you want to unlock it, because of the fact that there are better choices in the entire medic class to choose from. But the hardest part about this gun is figuring out what is supposed to be the playstyle for it. It's not great at range, but it's also, it only holds 5 rounds, so you don't want to be too close, to other people. So really, what is supposed to be the playstyle for this weapon? It's actually better at close to range, surprisingly. It doesn't take too long to reload, still takes a little bit longer than some other ones that you see, because it is not a clip-fed gun. But the fact that it does reload quite quickly is another decent thing about it. But the downside to this weapon is 5 rounds. Yes, and that's not many at all, especially compared to some of the other ones. I thought 10 was, was kind of lacking, but 5 definitely lacking in the ammo compartment. So I've used this gun for probably just over 30 minutes, and the thing is with this gun is you have to figure out what is your playstyle first. You don't want to use this gun and then figure out your playstyle, because this gun, from what I've been using, it's actually a lot better at close quarters because it has no recoil whatsoever, and the rate of fire is very fast. So I think the playstyle for this gun is you're supposed to be up a little bit closer, and you're supposed to use those 5 rounds on one person pretty much on a quick basis, like bang, 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 bang. That's basically what this gun is for, being that it has no recoil and only holds 5 shots. Is every shot is supposed to be for one person. So by the time you reload, you should be going up against somebody else. You should never try to counter 2 people with this gun. Obviously sometimes you can't avoid those situations, but if you can, definitely don't go into a room of 4 people in close quarters trying to take them all out, because that's not going to happen with this gun. It just takes too long to reload, and it only holds 5 rounds. I definitely would not suggest this weapon over some of the other ones in the medic class. I think if you had to choose, if you only had the 200 war bonds to choose from and you had to unlock one weapon, I would probably not suggest this one until later on, until you figure out your playstyle if you don't know it already. But it really depends on you. This gun is so interesting, and I keep saying that because there are so many better options than it, but it's also kind of fun to use at the same time, because once you figure it out, it's quite fun. But that was the hard part. It was, okay, well, most DMRs are made to be at medium range. This one you kind of feel like, even though it only holds 5 rounds, it's supposed to be a little bit closer quarters with it. So really, I would give this gun an out of the entire, yeah, I gave it a for a rating, because of the fact that I would still suggest a lot of the other weapons over this one, just due to the fact that, it's not the best weapon for range, not the best for close quarters, and you definitely have some better options for all of those things together. So that's pretty much my review for this gun, guys. Hopefully informs you guys on this weapon. Again, it's a very, very weird weapon to kind of get your head around, but once you do, I think you can definitely do pretty well with this gun. In my first game with it, I still got 30 kills, not bad at all. But again, there's definitely some downsides to it, and once you figure it out, though, it's definitely a pretty good gun.